did the whole parking garage, Sabbath tracks, all the Adventist truth on all the cars. And I said, this is nice. So I did, I crossed the street, I did a second parking garage, didn't get caught. I said, hey, this is pretty good. I started to get confident. And then I'm walking down the street, and I see, like, how do you explain it? It was like a little door, like in an alleyway, and it said parking garage. I said, hey, I'll go in here, it's my third one. Go in there, I noticed the cars are very luxurious. So we're dealing with, BMWs, Mercedes, some very fancy cars. I'm getting it all, straightened out in there, and I finished the parking garage, and then I go back and try to, go out the way it came in, and I notice you can't get out through the way it came in, and I said, this is different, and then I see in the distance how you get in through the regular way, and I see the security guard standing there, like, I'm gonna have to go by this security guard, this is gonna be a little awkward, So I felt impressed to do these parking garages, so that's why I did it. That was my instinct. I started going towards the exit, and the guy, he didn't even wait. He came toward me and he said, how may I help you? And it wasn't really how may I help you, it was more like, what are you doing? And I said, hey, I'm trying to figure out a way to get out of here. I'm trying to find the exit. He said, I'm trying to figure out how you got in here. And so he starts to come close to me, and I give him the track, and I say, we're doing a special ministry. These trucks are going throughout the entire city of Philadelphia. This is a very special event that we're doing. And he looks at the track, and he's like, okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about this to my friend over here, the other security guy, like the main guy. And so that guy comes over, and he's like, what are you doing, son? And I basically, start to break it down. I said, we got these tracks on all the cars, you can look around. And then he's like, just as quickly as you got these tracks on all these cars, that's how quickly the cops are going to be here, to arrest you, because this is trespassing. And so at this point, I've actually done ministry like this before, and I have been cuffed up. It's not a nice experience. I've never been put in jail, but it was like this guy, his demeanor and just the vibe he got off of me, he was not playing around. It looked like I was going to get arrested. So I start really praying, man, really hard. And then he says, all these tracks on these cars, he says, I want you to take each one off. Like I did the whole garage, And so I'm praying, man, I'm praying. And then it just came out of my mouth. I said, I can't do that. Okay? Because that's my whole purpose for being in there, is to spread the truth. And then they're kind of quiet. They're kind of like, they're not used to people responding like that. And then it kind of caught him off guard. He's like, why? I said, that's going to take way too long. And that's the part so you laugh. And then they're dead quiet, because they're not used to these type of responses, And I'm praying. I was praying so hard. And finally, the first guy, he just points to the exit. Okay, it was like the guy was still like making his decision, the head guy. The first guy just pointed to the exit, so I started walking slowly. Okay, and they're just quiet. And I walk slowly all the way, and then when I get out of there, I'm like... And so I didn't, the trucks went through the whole place, so...